handled,
It's cleaver time!
But I guess they're both kind of slow. Kez, which way are you leaning for this one?
Definitely towards Vici Gaming as well. I think outsiders, they have this draft where they want to stand their ground and Medusa wants to hit. But when you have these heroes that play against like overwhelming you, either die or run away, I feel like it's kind of broken the draft apart. And I think that's what Vici have with this DP, with Marcy. I think they're gonna run them over, even if the Medusa has a good early game.
Let's see game number 2 now getting underway. Let's throw it over to the casters for this one. We've got one Ares to take it away. Full
Are you okay?
Sounds like the panel is favoring Vici Gaming a little bit more than what we saw out of it. Agree with that sentiment?
Yeah, for sure. I can see how the lanes might go relatively well for them. You know, they talked about that on the panel, hooking for Admata, really strained, not really that much about the Nagastar. You're just going to trade in farm. The big issue that I'm seeing at every point that they raise, you're going up against Marcy, Death Prophet, Nagastar, relatively beefy heroes. So even when you do make these rotations with your Tusk and Hoodwink, once you hit the ultimate timings, I'm not sure if you kill them, or at least cleanly. You know, you're going to have responses. I haven't even talked about the Vici Gaming supports. FY Rubik, an absolute treat to be able to witness. And getting on DM, one of the strongest laning supports in the entire game. So, let's see if my outsiders are going to be able to make a game out of this. I really feel strongly Vici.
The battle begins.
I played the Rubik once. That was their debut game as well versus Cloud, and nothing short of what we would expect out of FI Rubik. I gave him the MVP.
We did.
That was a got from stellar performance. Mention of how awkward it is. Naga is going to be a little bit of value team fight to help address the Rubik. I don't really pick this hero to try and deal with him though. I'm very concerned about how outside from China are not going to be able to deal with their side lanes in regards to the Naga illusion. Sure, Medusa can walk down a lane, but you support that kind of dress. Even Pulse might have some difficulties if the game goes on as well. So can't get turned in that route.
To me, the only way that outsiders have a shot in this game, Echo has amazing, and I feel like they've just run that right. The much great jump. You're always able to do side pretty freely onto him, trying to keep his base as much as he can, but every single time he goes forward, the side that there is making a trip into the base, hitting that almost every time.
Well, classic into they play. Setzu's one of them, and he's very comfortable on the depth drop. Always favoured this hero, so not going to expect him to be out of his comfort zone. Spoke a lot about kind of the comfort for XM in previous games. Had a great performance in EchozZ, 1000 GPM. Well, this game is going to be on the Medusa. Looks like he's over team. Played a couple of games. There's a hero that's not very hotly contested in the meta at the moment. And it's top Vici Gaming. They're going to look strike as soon as they hit level 2. They got a bit some trouble with the pushback from Xiaoma. Will they ever get some distance away?
Speaking of Medusa, she's actually getting dived right now as new. Who actually doesn't have to dispose of all the just yet. Gone for the side, of course. Ranged heroes Ruby can't do absolutely everything to be able to keep them pulling away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That regen. Speaking of the Medusa, she's got the pretty Medusa skin. That's always nice to see. The super rare one. Well, might give one to you if you're good.
Oh, if I'm good. What am I going for?
Don't make me this. Come on.
Golden only child.
That no one's good. My little brother that has these games and all that sort of stuff. You know, you got me sidetracked and they got to kill on the bottom side of the
I said outside. What do you mean? I was trying to cut you off. You kept going. That's not my fault. Wow. It's freaking hot, man. I'm 1140 and
I think we're sweating.
oh, god damn, what is going?
That should help.
No. Maybe some spiders. We some action out of one of them with David chasing down Yang and a bit of a concern. Like you pick this Crystal Maiden to try and obliterate the Brood Mother lane team because they're a very strong laner. You can have some difficulties in regards to your positioning, and that's why they try to do their best to cut down the trees, but you're really hoping to come out on top in the early couple of minutes here against this Brood, and you wait till that's not going to happen.
Oh, for sure. You can see that every single lane is going pretty favorably for Vici right now. For another kill onto Yang, and well, I'm not sure if that bushwhack's going to land on anything, Xiaoma. The A.K.A shot was still a couple of seconds off cooldown, so...
Got it.
Maybe he was thinking about dropping a branch? No, maybe the...
Cast speed, a little too small for it, I'd say.
Look, I don't know. I'm just trying to be like...
Yeah, try to give him the benefit of the doubt, I understand.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, maybe Xiaoma was going for the clutch play. Crossboom, right? So maybe like wasn't expecting Crossboom, was going to get that huge play, then all of a sudden, for that time, then we're like, oh, God damn, look at this player.
It was the right idea, for sure. You got to make sure that you keep this CM bullied out of the lane for as long as possible, get that Brood Mother off to a good start. Peel off at least a portion of the map, like the panel was saying, A.K.A and one of the better heroes in being able to deal with that, just to clear out the vital loop without
Dire structures are fortified.
This, yeah, just stay in this lane. Without having regen for himself until the next amount is fair. True to him, just relying on mangoes in the tower regen. All the way back to base or build up some stacks rather than stay in the lane.
That might be trouble. Who's going to be able to reposition their dude to then to the destroyers? But XM will get some effect health back. Snake and outside it's just been really wrecking at fly. 2% curses well, so a decent amount of damage traded back into Vici's offense. Yeah, they'll seem pretty kind of come out of top of that minor exchange.
It's sort of better room, but to be the case. I mean, Rubik is great for a number of things. The spectrum of things, the laning stage is still a little weak, though, right? Such long cooldowns on the and the Fade Bolt. Not even going to be able to get a kill on this lane, despite Xiaoma making the rotation through. Fill the bottle for now. It looks around the power runes. That was the other thing that I really wanted to discuss. Like, how are they going to be able to play around the potential for kills happening in this mid? I don't think the wall response is enough. Even wall response plus A1 all of it to be on that sharpshooter timing. So, Xiaoma can look to get into it. Positioning on point.
Alright, excellent. But look at his positioning. Off of the creep wave, so all echoes into place after the snowball, and Vici Gaming done an incredible job of keeping this catapult alive as well. So Setzu, of course, will have to try and take some of the creeps, but that's good side will make it very easy.
Not long enough so that the creeps need to join, so the flag creep is the one taking the other outside, but it's best to try and keep the well pulled away from the tower. So they're going to minimize the damage, but that'll lead to a potential tank on the bottom side of the map. He doesn't have T available on the silencer, so they are available for Vici Gaming if they did want to go for that sort of push, but maybe just not feeling confident to do it while the access isn't available. I'm actually going to go for a solo kill.
Alright, well, it's now with the first use of Unleash that coupling as well. We got Davern out of combination, which takes down Yang.
Tower is under attack.
We're going to try and man fight Erika. Visual Hunger will soon expire, but getting the Brood very close to level 6, and I'm probably going to leave the Brood to get some solo experience. So with this wave, Ava should hit the 6 mark.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah, I
attack.
really wasn't expecting a solo kill from you onto the Medusa, who is TPing back down to this bottom side. Of course, no Unleash for the next 70 seconds, but this is not how you expected the game to go, picking up this. So already forward, nearly 1,200 got behind. Outside be able to get away from this new, going to join together with with the Bruce's should look to be able to catch.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Coming over just in case they need the extra man.
That's what it was. You didn't stop trying to just snipe that kill.
The creep wave, so I suppose, was the big thing. Setsu was able to make that play. You've got Exo up in 35. what is the call now for Vici Gaming that Ava has level 6? Do you need to just put Erika in the jungle? Can the Nugget actually even continue to play this lane versus Ava's Spiders now?
I think you can. I mean, the Naga Siren, you're going to be pretty proficient yourself in just dealing with them, right? Of course, the Broodmother hitting that level 6 is a very scary timing, but start with Naga Siren, just getting more and more levels and experience, right? More points in the Riptide, more capabilities just to shut these lanes more easily. Really about how can you find a kill onto the Naga Siren and then let the Broodmother take over this lane, but like, not that the hero saw it just yet.
Sam should be protected for a moment with the Stone Gaze. It's going to give enough time for the TPs to start to come out. Is he actually going to try and fight? He's locked into the tree line, won't be able to cut an escape avenue. So we'll look for as much damage as he can on Xiaoma. He too will join him inside the grave, so... Yeah, look at him, who wants to kill...
Slowly cutting trees.
He's just like, alright, dude, I'll get it. Whatever, make that rotation.
I mean,
I'll protect you out of the tower.
It took so long though. Look at this mid lane. DP is just pushing down this mid tower, almost unopposed. I say that because Outside's doing his best to be able to try and push him away, but Silencer just cannot do anything against this side push, especially one as poor as him. Doesn't even have boots just yet, so you can just get run down if you're
Radiant's middle tower is under
on the
attack.
retreat.
Radiant's courier has been
This guy's got a mechanism already. You get to kill into the Crystal Maiden. Setzu pop the mech early to try and keep the support alive, but it looks like it'll be okay as well. Thinking maybe with that mech who's not giving him a lot of value out of it. Might chasing. So yeah. It's only a 1 kill advantage for Vici, but you take a look at the net worth, that does not represent that at all.
Kills do not matter in this context, and they're going to at least be able to clear out one of these server wards that Vici have placed. You know they want to be playing aggressively against the Dusa. Dusa, no, she's not safe to go back to that lane, especially with the Unleash coming off cooldown. So any chance that you can get to disrupt XM's farm, we saw what an absolute beast he was in game number 1 with more than 1,000 gold per minute on his Nature's Prophet. Certainly not the case this game though.
Erika might be in some trouble. She levels up the song. I'm sure if she had one there going, the talent is going to tick her out. So the song will be able to escape any more Vici.
Radiant's bottom tower
as well.
is under attack.
Already.
Radiant structures
Look
are
to the back.
fortified.
Don't want to wait for the home casualty of this attempt.
I wonder if they're actually going for this one, whether it's just trying to cut off the area of the map in the farm, because there is one that is doing a decent job farming. You can see the rotation coming up top Echo to be able to potentially punish any kind of defensive rotation. They really want to take this tower to enable the Deuce's map presence to expand. I mean, it's going to be a while. I think they showed on the lane as well, so they know that they're not going to worry about a tough committing team fight without having to use that TP to do so. So you just see FY, he's just sitting inside the jungle, because who's going to stop him?
What really nice thing about Setzu, Jack does have the 6 to work with now. Let's see if the damage is going to be up before the mechanism. Spirit Siphon only on 1 member. Is the health back actually enough to keep him alive? And Setzu is in fighting shape, and FY can turn it around off the back of the shards. It was just lacking the damage. It was so close to getting the kill on the set with that mech, and the Spirit Siphon is enough to keep the Death Prophet alive.
And that's what I was talking about, right? Even when you hit these timings on the Tuts and the Hoodwink, and they hit it perfectly, right? It was a really good position to get picked off, but it's just not quite enough. And he has the leads now, I believe. So even with those silences being pumped out onto him, he's simply able to have that safety net.
I don't know about this. You run right left to the freezing field. And Ava's health is just gone. I thought there would make it to more boys nearby, but you run to the field and you're going to pay the price.
You thought, I mean, again, Broodmother wants to be just sitting up onto this top side, but Broodmother's not going to win you the game solo. It needs to be the Medusa that does that. So more space given to XM, something's got to give, and at the time just choosing the wrong fight to try and fight into. I think next the advantage could potentially come for outsiders, right? You've still got 800 gold away from the blinked out, and they might try and get a kill here on Marcy with 3 heroes committing for the purpose. No BKB just yet, but look at that. Runs it off. Was that to safety? No.
Thanks.
But I wonder I wonder if this reveals something for XM, right? Like, you made a big smoke happen, you know, because there's no
Radiant's middle
Greaves or
tower
Mech
is
coming
under
through,
attack.
or safety of Marcy, that you might be in trouble. See the area, they find XM, have TPs. It's on silencer.
Nice chance. Just before the stone gauge was activated for
Radiant's
XM, maybe
top
if they
tower
got it
is
out.
under attack.
But I suppose, like you said, it was only the stance that really TP, so they actually get to the kill, and they're going to get it now into a T1 tower, and this is just so frustrating the map. The outsiders
Dire's
from China
middle tower
need to
is under
catch up.
attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Windows, one of the better heroes, being able to make use of that ancient camp area, so the chance that you can get just to make camps a little bit less punishable is going to be a big bonus, and I feel like this will lead Erika into just playing even more aggressive than he has already. Him sitting at the very top of the net worth cards, and he just puts himself up a position here to be able to farm. Got new farming his own ancient camps. It's not like that one's being wasted either, although it is under vision that was by Xiaoma previously, so I wonder if they're going to try and go for a kill onto him prior to this EKB himself. That needs to be quick. He's only 400 gold away. That's where things are happening.
See, now with this link on shows him along with the hoodwink to try and make some plays across the map.
That's always my question, who it's going to need support, honestly, for them to be able to even get anything out of it, and all the while you're going to be farming on a Naga, you're going to be farming on a DPC, coming even more unkillable, and you're just eventually going to reach this where, you know, you saw that he was able to solo kill the Juice previously. It's just going to get worse and worse. You're going to lose Aegis, you're going to lose towers, and then you're going to be able to really siege high ground with illusions and exorcism.
Difficult position to be in from outsiders from China. Not like it's will really provide them a whole lot as well. You've got the Mant and the Narc to purge it off, you've got the Greaves and the Death Prophet. EK on the Marcy, you utilize it like that. So, it's gonna have to be due for a pick-off. It's a big fine engagement. The kid is really starting to get control.
It is. I really do want to commend the itemization choice coming through from Xiaoma, though. He's got avail. He realizes they need that little bit of extra damage to be able to pick someone off, to make sure that it gets delivered to him first. You can't pick a fight with it. You saw that you couldn't kill the Death before, and she's just become tankier in the meantime.
Just the cues up the shot as well. I like that. Actually, a bit of amplification is under the T2 tower. He's an initial target. Setsu's just acting as a bodyguard, intercepting reinforcements from protecting the tusk. The Death Prophet's positioning perfect, and meanwhile mid lane, Erika is out. Setsu got the action. There's no thing to do. XM is going to have to watch himself and just end up dying inside the lane. Snowball from far means there will be no escape. Medusa, he just wants a little bit more creep from before they kill him. They're catching up to Ava as well. Ava, they've got the water. They know exactly where they are. Freezing field once again. Outsiders from China, all the corpses littering the ground as Vici Gaming, and this was the team we come to expect. Game 1 was all outsiders from China, but it's a night and day difference from Vici in the second game.
If it's not a massive outdraft, then you got to plan for it, right? And potential to just outplay is a none. I mean, they just did that one perfectly. Setzu not even popping the X's, and he would have got that solo kill on the side. That actually brings him up to the level 12, which assists with being able to get the next pop after that. They're just playing the map so well, right? They know that Erika doesn't need to be part of these team fights, but able to enable the next to come through. You know, that's what the great teams of TI champions have been able to do time and time again, right? It's not enough to win the team fight, you get the +1 on top of that.
So after that, you're going for with the hoodwink and the touch, you're just far ahead for the damage is just going to be mitigated. Put a lot of priority on in the drop, and you see kind of guard and position still not happening.
No way, here.
They're going to fix him the tree line.
Dire's structures are fortified.
FY?
Radiant's top
Almost
tower
dude.
is under attack.
Stealing Erika in.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They'll finally catch up to him. I guess the little bit of extra seconds.
Threw him away?
They have to no. You don't even Oh no, now this board will pay off.
Radiant's top tower
I
is
gotta
under
get
attack.
for living as long as it did. Meanwhile, in
Radiant
the mid-lane,
structures
you
are fortified.
have to free the onto the silencer.
Dyer's bottom tower
He got
is
the
under
boots yet on the silencer. Okay, he does.
Radiant's top tower is
He's
under
not into the
attack.
stuff, but we haven't really seen the impact of it. Haven't seen it globally.
Echoes was pretty by, but I don't think they got damage in the best side to the sharpshooter. And you will just be able to shrug it off.
Goes with the veil as well. So again, like every
Radiant's
time that they go
top tower is
for
falling.
a kill attempt, they've just got that one
Radiant's
extra item
middle
that's going to
tower is
prevent
under
them from
attack.
being able to actually secure it. Maybe that time for New, he's nearly gotten into the basher, so even a little bit more strength given over to him. He's just going to get run. So maybe the next time for no division. I'm looking at
The T2 tower.
that's what I'm looking at.
Xiaoma's in
middle
trouble.
tower
First
is under
global the
attack.
game, but keep out of their feast and they don't have a way to cancel it. They will start to backstab Erika though. Quezon can it get it off?
He's got Aegis, though.
Execution they can't control.
Radiant's
Well,
middle tower
Okay,
is
they'll
under
burn the
attack.
Aegis. It's okay. It's okay. They have a stun once he respawns. It's the song to work with. Turn around. It's only Marcy nearby, and Erika's just gonna look to try and. Okay, Aegis, you'll blow it. 2.5 minutes left, but they had to work with it, so it's some, right?
Yeah. Sure. Sure. The Deuce will take the time to farm on the bottom side. It's a bit of a bonus, right? You know that if there are multiple heroes to potentially protect the Nagas, that have that little bit of extra freedom. Nearly finished the Mantis Star, to be fair, and they've done a pretty good job of being able to protect this ancient camp area. So them's going to look to accelerate that farm further and further, but see, there's nowhere for them to on the map. Ava's taken the top side. Deuce just needs to wait for creeps to spawn because he can't go out to the mid lane. He can't go top. Someone's already there. Well, it's a death sentence to go on the bottom side of the map.
Bottom side of the map is not going to have its C2 for much longer as well. It's 2 popping that Exo.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under
I want to
attack.
see Xiaoma just use your crack and egg shot combo on that mid lane just to get
Radiant's
experience. He's got the top
turret has
coming
been
out to him.
killed.
He's got the veil. He's got the
Radiant's
boomerang.
bottom
Mid
tower
level
has
12.
fallen.
You know, it's a big damage boost if he's to get into that one, especially once it gets amplified by all of his itemization. Well,
Dyer's top tower
I think
is
he needs
under
it. Like
attack.
at level 1, sharpshooter is not going to be enough.
Have you seen someone bleed out in the
Safer.
No?
Leave the tower rather than going out into the lane wanting to give his life freely.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Is doing an incredible job as well at forcing back some of the heroes. It's a lot of damage into the tier 2 tower top. We'll be able to cut that next as well, continue to provide some pressure, at least one lane out of the 3.
I wonder if this is optimistic by Victoria or if he's just having fun with it, because he's got the Ags up, and I don't really see what that's going to provide in this game. You know, the AoE silent coming from the last word. It's great once you hit, level 25, but this game might be over before we reach that stage. It's really just going to be on the back of a Medusa, so maybe going down his original route of into the staff might be a better option. Oh, they found a winner as well. Why? Just in the position to be able to catch someone out.
What's he?
What's the high ground? Finally, I'm trying to be optimistic, bro. All right.
Optimistic, I understand. They still accept up this high ground. Is it a song for this?
Radiant's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I can see it 2 mid.
You need to unleash. Sam's going to lose a lot of his mana.
Got it.
Maybe he's helpful as well. You someone time to maneuver. He gets the Stone Gaze off, so to the top, but they have to even use the Glow Silencer to just cover that gate.
And now he was forced to do that off the back of basically just EKB and wanting to unleash him, right? Now he's going to add to the threat with Setzu getting the blink that way. So his role in a lot of these is pop exo, blink in, use BKB, and chase down the Medusa to try and either force her away while the rest of your team takes towers, or force a BKB, force an ultimate, back up a little bit, and then just look to do it again when Medusa's big defensive potential is gone.
Radiant's middle tower is under
So,
attack.
level 12, trying to push out this bottom lane. I wonder if they can look to go for this when they don't have EKB on you. Just a matter of how you get out onto the map with all these Nagastar illusions blocking the path.
It doesn't seem like they're going to be able to. They've been trying to close the distance to top as well. You're in a great position, run direct into A-Ball. Look for a TPI. Does anyone need to cancel that? We can do it. Rebound. The tree line. Is he filtering right back into it? Yes, he
The dusk is always
That's nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's a tough position. Can't fit in Erika, an easy one with the nod to find plenty of items to be able to whip this man fight. Once you start, you are not a hero that is able to do a whole lot to protect you. So just understand, watching. When Setzu has attention, this man
He's feeling himself.
Position there right now. They're going to time it deep. Radiant gaming through it to skew it. Three. T4's leaving enough for that. Vici gaming 18,000 worth. They're going to look to try to crack the high ground now.
Yeah, and there really isn't something that's going to be able to stop just the clan another drop onto Xiaoma. They just haven't made use out of the Hunter's Boomerang, out of that level 2 sharp, out of the Veil in combination together with the Tusk.
middle tower is under attack.
Going to be down at least a tier 3 tower. They're not going to use Ibex for this one. If they could call this out, right, if they were able to get a couple of kills and stop the aggression from happening, maybe that lets the Tusk get the negative scepter so that in this high ground is happening. Back into tier 4, just split the team up a little. Usually gets a little more hard, right? But just because one thing doesn't happen is that Tusk will bring the combined together, everything just goes out the window.
Not only that, you've got so pretty decent high ground clear, step and shards, and Lucy's even going scepter and probably into the epic shard next as well. The single target abilities from Vici, but you lose one fight, and all of a sudden, because Vici has so much map control, they're able to convert that into a full set of barracks, and now they just have, but that's what, 6k gold just off the back of that. So now you've got even more items that's going to make it so much more difficult for them to lose this next fight. What are we on? We're 1%.
Structures are
Got
fortified.
1% chance here for outsiders, and it's not.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, well, I don't even know what the chance. I cannot see them without the items. I don't know what that 1% is.
I can't see them winning a fight. I can see them getting a pick off onto FY. Just been on point with a lot of his reactions. Like, you have to contending hard and Scotty on the Nagasar, so she's not getting first target 0. Marty has and like they were going for a play. You have Xiaoma down here on the bottom side, but
Radiant's
they're
bottom
just able
tower
to connect
is
with
under
that.
attack.
Had the arcane roots to be able to play around with, didn't even need to use the BK piece. Scotty just grabbed it. Setzu.
Man, the pushback, they're like, alright, let's just jump in. You know we're strong. Radiant's exchange for the BKB. It'll also get the buyback out of the Tusk as well. How are you going to prevent Erika from sieging down the bench? She's got this hard compared to 3,100. They got it fully out of the dark right now here. 8 sharpshooter as well. They haven't even the Crystal Maiden. Really, Edwards. Blows by. It'll come at a cost of his own life.
Yeah, it just got to that stage where Vici were ready to group up and they just don't care. They get behind the room that the damage dealer that they've got on lineup right now, and then waiting for the balls to go. They just blow them in a couple of seconds, and yeah, this was GG for the draft. Honestly, it didn't feel like it. A third of the Vici gaming that we all know is super capable.
Smile is out of that one. The rest of the other 4 members